settlement, Brett Cowell, and of course the tagger extraordinaire, Grant Holman. Give him a big round of applause and welcome him to the stage. While we're waiting for the two players to come up, always slower than the coach, Tony, as I said to you, you've been involved in footy a long time. Down at Fremantle with South and East Fremantle, you're involved with the Eagles, of course, as an assistant for many years. Where does this rate? Take a seat.
Well, when I turned up and I pulled my chair out, and all of a sudden I looked to my left and saw I was sitting next to Dennis Lilly, I thought, well, shit, how good's this? It's like Elvis is in the room. So where does this rate? Oh, how do you measure them, Peter? It's just been a wonderful highlight right throughout the career. It's the characters that you've already had up here. You know, as you can see with Riddler, remember, he was one of the most difficult players that I really had to deal with. I can remember pulling up here one afternoon. It was during the 2002 season. Such a vital player for us that he kicked 57 goals for that year. I remember pulling into the car park. The car park was clear. TRG were marching him and his mates out of the car park towards the paddy wagon. I said, whatever you do. I ran over to him. I said, whatever you do, don't shoot the one in the middle. And as for Barney's a classic. Like, I was hailed as a genius. The way that Barney and Swanee used to play off half back. Going back 20 years ago, and they do it now, where we see sides sort of manufacture and try and get spare men in defence, plus ones as they call it today. It was really interesting in that period of time that both Barney and Swanee would always get free when they were playing as half-back flankers. And in the end, the media were hailing it on me that I was a genius on how I was manufacturing it. I had no idea how they were doing it. It was just that they both refused to play on the player. And Nutter's going to tell you a very, very good story shortly about how that eventuated. So yeah, they're the highlight. Like, it's the people. It's an honour to be in this room, as I mentioned, when you've got people like Dennis and you've got Mel Brown here, and you've got the 72, and I can remember as a youngster, I always followed football. I was a real supporter of South Fremantle. Derek Chadwick is a classic, the one that stood in my mind, that played on a wing, was an absolute superstar in my mind. It's great to see him here today, and you know, all of the 72 group, and I'm sure that we're going to have a wonderful day. So,
Tony, take a seat.